I remember a time where I was trying to change my sexuality, particularly in high school, and a lot of the time when I was in that emo group I told you about, where I thought about suicide. I remember going into my dad's music room and he had this gun there. I'm sure it didn't have bullets at the time, but I remember looking at it and holding it and just wondering what it would be like to just end my life. I wrote poetry about suicide. I listened to music about suicide, and then on Sunday and on Wednesday I would go to church, drink some more condemnation. So then when people say that they don't approve of me, or they don't approve of my lifestyle, I think what you approve of me wanting to kill myself, because that's where I was in those years where I was trying to hopelessly change myself and couldn't. I wanted to kill myself. And so you supporting that belief, it's like this big stab. And it brings this huge strife in the relationship. And like I said, this is with people that I love. I can't go back to that. And whenever anybody says, I love you but don't approve of you, it's like saying, I want you to go back to that. I want you to go back to that. And of course you're like, well, I don't want you to be suicidal, but I don't want you to be gay. I am gay. I am trans. I remember being so fervent against homosexuality, and so fervent that God had changed me. I remember that I would go into chat groups on the internet and tell them that God could change them, and that if he didn't, he'd send them to hell. Yeah, me. And this is back when AOL made us pay a fee. I was like, I'm gonna pay that fee, make sure they go to heaven. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's so awful. and when I would have a gay friend in my life, I would definitely pray. I'd pray for them. My prayers would be like, God, convict them of being gay. That they would not feel right about it, that they would feel guilty. And then I would pray that I would get all into it, man. I just get all into it. And I'd pray fervently and just help them just to walk away from it and leave their spouse and do stuff like that. Now, I don't trust Christians. Even well-meaning ones. I think that they're all smiles but then go to their prayer group and pray about me. And maybe you say that I'm wrong, and I think I'm right. But there are some that may be well-meaning. I don't know, but I don't trust them. Gay marriage went through first in California. Me and Amy were living there, and I specifically remember that day. We were visiting Castro for the first time, and I remember that was the day we found out. And it was, somebody just came up to us and they were like, gay marriage went through, and we had just moved to California. We were like, wow, we're going to be able to get married legally. And I remember this feeling of feeling like a human being. And then it turned out they had to vote about it, whether it could stay or not. And then all the religious rights ended up paying for all these picket signs that were all over our streets. And before we knew it, we had lost our rights. And it was so... made me feel so powerless against the religious right. Time and time again, they win. Then this last November, when we won the election for gay marriage, I remember how I felt. I felt this lift of anger, where I realized that they don't get the final say-so. And since I knew that, this anger lifted. I admit I'm still a little angry. I definitely was working through more anger then. Last night I had a dream. I was talking to my dad, and he comes up to me and he says, I feel really bad about how condemned you felt and how you've missed out on opportunities and all this hardship. And I looked at him and I said, my life's great. I have a wife that loves me, and I actually found a profession I'm fulfilled in. I have a house, and I have able to live independently. I have doggies like Toad. And then I said that the part that has hurt me the most is you guys not approving of me. That's the only thing that's hurt. And he said, in my dream, he said that that has been a sword in our relationship. Us not approving, it's been a sword in our relationship. And I'm sorry for that. I'm deeply sorry. And I said, I forgive you, but I don't trust you. Those sorries are just words. For all I know, you really don't approve. And he goes, well, we're changing, and we're getting more open-minded, and even your mom is starting to question things and come along. And then he said, I didn't realize it at the time how much those words would put a division between us, and that I would end up losing a friend in you. Then I woke up. I was a little shocked by the dream, because for like a long time I typically have dreams about being trapped in my parents' house and them trying to kill me. Maybe it was just a dream. But I woke up with this feeling of not wanting to be angry anymore at religious people. Feeling empowered, wanting to be so confident that I stand up and make my voice known and not let them bully me anymore. And I pray for them to love me, to accept themselves. They're not the only ones that can have faith. And now they're not the only ones that can get married. And, well, they're not the only ones that can live a happy life. I think that's all I have to say. And I wonder if this is going to be like 3 videos or something. I don't know, but I'm out of batteries and I'm out of memory on my computer.